What is up, guys? Welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we're doing an exclusive deep dive into something that's honestly a real game changer. We're looking at a brand new system being built right now from the ground up, specifically for us as Indian citizens. We are talking about a movement that is literally trying to rewrite the operating system of our local democracy, from panchayats all the way up to MPs. It's called the Real Prajaakeeya. So whether you follow Indian politics obsessively or you usually just tune it all out, we're going to jump straight into the source material to see exactly how this platform works. Let's get into it.
All right, I'm going to hit you right out of the gate with a massive question, because this is actually the very first thing the platform's source material asks its users. Are you a follower or are you an owner? It's a question specifically designed to challenge our standard, everyday view of our role as citizens in this country. It's completely calling out that ingrained habit we all have of just waiting around for someone else to step up and fix things.
The source material breaks this down by contrasting two very different mindsets. On one side, you have what they call the hopeless people or even possessed people. These are the folks whose core belief basically boils down to, my leader will fix everything. They just sit back and wait. But on the flip side, you have what the platform calls the awake, the owner. This is the citizen who realizes, hey, wait a minute, this is my country, my state, my town. The government literally runs on my tax money. They don't declare themselves a follower. They loudly declare, I am the leader. It's a total mindset shift from being passive to being completely active.
Okay, let's dive into this, because this whole mindset shift, it actually runs on a very specific engine. They call it the A.R.T framework, A.R.T. That stands for accountability, responsibility, and transparency. And this isn't just some catchy political slogan. According to their materials, it is the fundamental philosophy driving this entire movement. Literally, everything we are about to look at, the tech, the rules, the candidates, is supposed to be filtered straight through this A.R.T concept.
Section 1. An app for democracy? So, how are they actually implementing this? Well, let's treat this like a tech review for a second. Because they aren't just out there holding traditional rallies, the source material points us directly to the Real Prajaakeeya Android app, and you gotta notice the number here. The platform is flexing a massive 4.8 star rating on the Google Play Store. That rating is based on over 9.9K reviews from actual conscious citizens and political aspirants who are logging in to actively interact with the system.
And if we look at the actual feedback pulled straight from those Google Play reviews, you can see people are literally beta testing this thing. You've got guys like Abhinav saying, hey, link the registration to Aadhaar numbers to keep it totally authentic. Then Tippaswamy jumped in and strongly requested they drop actor Upendra's movie-style imagery so the focus stays purely on the ideology. And then users like Praveen are asking for a suggestion box to boost interaction. It's not just people mindlessly scrolling, they're actively shaping the platform.
Section 2. Rules for candidates. Basically the spec sheet.
Let's see how this builds, because if you actually want to represent the Uttama Prajaakeeya Party, or UPP, the source outlines a surprisingly strict checklist. Let's fire through these. First, candidates must be mentally sound. Second, absolutely zero criminal cases. Third, you've got to be an Indian citizen and a resident of Karnataka with a valid voter ID. Fourth, fluency in reading, writing, and speaking Kannada or English. And finally, you absolutely cannot have any ties to other political parties. If you hold an office somewhere else, you actually have to provide proof that you resigned.
But here is the absolute wildest part. Zero personal ambition. The party documents explicitly state that applicants are strictly forbidden from seeking candidacy for their own personal ambition or to build some kind of personal image. If a bunch of candidates apply for the exact same constituency, an interview panel decides who is best, and their decision is final. You are applying for a job to serve the public, not looking for a platform to become famous.
Section 3. The salary catch. And this brilliantly illustrates how practical their framework gets when we talk about money. Check out this comparison regarding elected officials' salaries. So for MLAs and MPs who pull in around 28 to 38 lakhs a year plus lifelong pensions, the party rule says you absolutely must resign from your current day job or business. But if you're running for a local panchayat or corporator role, where the salary is maybe 1,000 to 7,500 rupees a month, well, since that's obviously not a living wage, the UFP rule explicitly states you must keep your day job so your family doesn't suffer. It's just incredibly pragmatic, right?
Section 4. The ultimate goal. All of these crazy strict candidate specs lead to one completely non-negotiable directive. If any UPP elected member involves in corruption, he/she will be removed from the party permanently. Boom, drop the mic.
No temporary suspensions, no internal inquiries that drag on for 5 years, no second chances. The source material frames this as an absolute, permanent, zero-tolerance policy on corruption. It is literally hard-coded into the rules of the platform.
So, as we wrap up this explainer, I want to turn it back to you guys. Look at this heavily structured, app-based approach. Accountability, responsibility, transparency. As an Indian voter, could you actually see this kind of strict system disrupting politics in your own hometown? Would the A.R.T framework work in your city? Let that sink in for a minute. Thanks so much for learning with me today, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.